eSIM Studios YouTube and mobile app. The eSIM Studios YouTube channel offers the very best technology news and reviews with in-depth coverage found nowhere else. Hosted by founder and creator, Taylor Bell. He's a really good dude, college educated, and worked inside the industry. He knows what he is talking about. The eSIM Studios mobile app is an experience unlike any other tech app, with an easy-to-use interface view, late-breaking tech news from all over the industry, and so much more. The eSIMstudios.app also includes the unlocker. Learn to unlock phones from the professionals for free. The clean and intuitive layout, finding breaking news articles and deals in tech has never been easier. Watch and listen to the eSIM Studios YouTube channel and podcast from within the app. Additional features include easy Gcam download and installation, the Android Flash tool, and sign up for our weekly giveaway drawing. Download the eSIM Studios mobile app at eSIMstudios.app and find us on YouTube by simply searching eSIM Studios.
Well. Welcome, eSIM Studios podcast live stream, episode number 129, Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. Please excuse my cat back there. We got some big news today. And before we get into the big news, sorry, she likes to interrupt. I feel like Flossie Carter here. And before we get into the big news, I wanted to let everybody know that I added some stuff to the website today. If you go, check this out. Got big Pixel news. However, I wanted to show you that first. If you go to eSIMstudios.app, that's our website, right? So you got all the news here that we will discuss here shortly. But I want to let you know, you can watch the podcast live here in the app. So you don't even have to go to YouTube. You can go right here, eSIMstudios.app. I have the live stream connected here. I have all of our YouTube channels, videos connected here, and have our audio podcast connected here. But that's not what I added today. So check this out. So I got wallpapers. AMOLED wallpapers. These look freaking badass on your AMOLED phone, right? Whether you have a Samsung S24 Ultra, S24 Plus, Pixel 8 Pro, iPhone, tablet, whatever you have. I got, I think 100 and, supposed to be 100 and something photos here. Like almost 200 photos. AMOLED, nice, beautiful, bold looking color. So if you want to download those, check out our wallpaper section And what else did I add? Oh, what do you know? A new giveaway. So if we go here, select giveaway. It ends in 5 days. Make sure you go to eSIMstudios.app and sign up for the giveaway. Thank you. Make sure you install the eSIM Studios app. It is a progressive web app, so it'll install on your phone, tablet, computer, just like any other application, right? Make sure you install it. You'll get notified. I'll send out notifications, any new contests, any new additions to the website, any big news that we got today. I'll certainly notify you. And now, what was that big news? Well, what do you know? It was just my luck. I get screwed in the process, but it's all good. So, we got news today. Pixel announcement. Yes, Google Pixel 9 series. So the Pixel 9, Pixel 9 Pro, Pixel 9 Pro XL, and Pixel 9 Pro Fold. I don't know what they're calling the Pro. The Fold. I think in layman's terms, I'm probably going to refer to it as the Fold 2. But officially it's called like the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, I think. But what do you know? It's going to be released August 13th. Not going to be the original. They've always traditionally released the Pixel series and the Nexus series right around at the end of October, right? I remember the Nexus 5 was released like a day before Halloween, right? That's a long time ago. However, it's always been in the second half of October. Hang on. It's always been released in the second half of October, right? Always, traditionally, always. So I originally thought, as everybody thought, this year was going to be no different, right? I had actually blocked off time schedule for the end of October. I was invited to last year's release, could not go. So like, well, I'll probably get invited this year, so let me block off, because it was such a late notice. I was like, well, let me block off the second half of October, and I'll, make plans to go. And I get the invite. So we got the invite today. What do you know? I'm not going to be able to go this year as well. That's my birthday. And I already have plans. So it is what it is. Look, the year I'm putting all my chips in is the Pixel 10. So I'm blocking off everything for the Pixel 10. Definitely wanted to go to this one, so it's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is, right? So August 13th is when they're going to release the Pixel 9 series. So if you look at the calendar, that is... So 4 weeks should be June 25th. And then 2 more, so roughly 6 weeks. Yo, this is going to come super quick. There's already cases online. Now there's been some cases, but there's a lot more now. Absolutely incredible. So let's see. So the Made by Google, now they're not only releasing the new Pixel lineup, including the Fold 2. Apparently they're also going to release the new Watch. Now, if you remember, they have a Watch 3 and a Watch 3 XL. Google's were really weird with the names. They always change them up. So that's why I don't really, it's hard to remember because they're always changing everything up. I don't know what's set in stone, but I believe they're coming out with a Pixel Watch 3 XL and the Watch 3, right? Let's see, what else? So it's officially going to take place August 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And they're going to showcase best of Google AI, Android software, which I believe the official release, I think, see, here's the weird thing. They used to always release the next version of Android with the next flagship device, Pixel, right? And or Nexus. They used to always release Android 9 would release technically on the same day as their new flagship. Android 10 would release same day as their flagship. They got away from that, I think, moving into the Pixel 6, Pixel 7, and Pixel 8. So the last 3 years, they would release the new version of Android, right around middle of summer, so like right around August. And then they would release their flagship phones a few months later in October. Again, they went to that schedule for the Pixel 6, 7, and 8. Now, it looks like they're going back to their old schedule, releasing the new version of Android 15 this year on the same day that they're going to release these new Pixels, right? So, Daniel, what's going on, brother? Oh man, caught me off guard today. I can tell you that. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this too. Yeah, I think they are releasing some new Pixel Buds. Oh, and I have I'm gonna email you your Plod note tracking. I got the tracking number today. I said, I gotta ship this thing out, so I've been procrastinating. So I got my little thing from the company. I'm gonna email you the tracking, and we'll get this Plod note out to you. You got? Oh yeah, I put a new giveaway on the website. If you want to sign up for a new Amazon gift card, please do. So we're gonna get into the theory, right? Why are they doing this? Not only are they going to release it on the same day as a new Android, but I think there's a little more strategy to that, right? Hang on one second. Let me clear my throat. And what do you know? Right when I was going to release, I was in the process. I have it uploaded. I just haven't made it public. My video between the Nothing Phone 12 camera shots and my S24 Ultra camera shots comparison. I was going to do that today. And then while I was uploading the video, this news broke. So I was like, we'll push it back another day till tomorrow. So check this out. So I put together a little list of basically, if you want to know kind of what we know so far with these models. Now I don't have the Fold 2 on here because honestly, besides that one or two leaked photos, we don't know what color. Why do we know what colors? I don't think we know what colors. It's going to have roughly top of line specs, right? If they're putting 16 gigs in the Pro XL, they're going to put 16 gigs in the Fold 2. Again, that's probably not the official name, but I can't remember what the official name is, but you know what I mean. I think there's going to be two colors, however, in the Fold. I'm going to add to this list. After this is done, I'm going to do some homework, see what specs are set in stone with the Fold 2, because I didn't plan, I'm seriously considering getting the Fold 2. And that would be a big move for me personally because I like the little flip phones, right? But I don't like the folds because I haven't found one that I like. Dimension wise, spec wise, this one may be different. But I got 6 weeks to decide. But let's look at the Pixel 9. So this will be the small version. It's a just over, I believe, What? This is the 6-inch one, non-pro version, right? So you're gonna have 4 models. Oh, excuse me. You're gonna have a 4 colors: a black, a white, a green, and a pink. You know what? I think I have the colors here. Hang on. Right here. So that's the stock. That's the Pixel 9, just the base model, right? That's probably going to cost, I think this one's going to run probably, what, $799, $800, right, for the base model. Similar to what the S24 is, right? You only get 2 cameras in the back. You get that nice cream white. You get the pink, which would look good for women. You get a nice black color. And sticking with that, actually, that green looks almost identical to the Samsung S24 Ultra Green that I have. So there you have your Pixel 9. All right. You're going to get the Tensor G4 in all of the models. This Pixel 9, I saw today, is going to have a 6.08 inch screen. Now, it's a little bit different from the Pixel 9 Pro. The Pixel 9 Pro is going to have a 6.1 inch screen. So I don't know. Look, it's not that much of a difference. But Pixel 9 Pro, this is the big one. This is, well, not literally the big one, but figuratively, this is the big one. This is what many people have been waiting for, myself included. This is going to be the small Pro version. So for so many years, we've been asking, Pixel fans have been asking, we want a small flagship. And every year they'll improve it a little bit, right? A little bit. However, it's just not the same, right? I just got a Pixel 8 in, last month. And, because I've never had one. And, you can tell. You can tell it's not a flagship version when using it next to my Pixel 8 Pro. This year, everything changes. This year, identical camera setup. This year, 2K screen. This year, 120 hertz LTPO 2.0 screen. This year, RAM improvement. 12 gigs of RAM. This is going to be badass. I think they're going to sell a ton of these. A ton. We don't know what the price point is going to be. As I mentioned, stock Pixel 9 probably going to be right around $800. I'm assuming the small Pro version is going to be $1,000. That's what I'm assuming. And I don't know this for sure. But I think they're going to bump the Pro XL, the XL version, the bigger one, 6.7 inch. I think they're going to raise that price $100. I don't know for sure. But I think the 9 Pro, what does the iPhone 15 Pro come in at? Is it $1,000? iPhone 15 Pro, 128 gigs, $999. Yeah. So I think that's what Google's going to do. I think Google's going to price their small flagship at $1,000. I think they're going to price their Pro XL at like $1,100. So getting back to the 9 Pro, the smaller Pro version, you're going to get a black, white, green, and pink. Sort of like same model as the same colors as the regular Pixel 9. Now, Pro XL, you're going to get a 6.7 inch, really nice AMOLED display, I'm sure. LTPO, all that good stuff. Top of the line specs. Now, wait, did we mention the Pixel 9? Sorry. Let's get into storage. I do apologize. I totally blew past that. So the Pixel 9, the base model, not Pro. Pixel 9 is probably going to have 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage to start off with a variant of 256, right? But it's still going to have 8 gigs of RAM. The Pixel 9 Pro, the small flagship, the new one, the new model, it's going to have a base I hope they don't do 128 because nobody needs 128 anymore. It'll have 12 gigs of RAM, and I believe possibly 128, definitely 256, and 512, right? Possibly a terabyte, but definitely they're going to hit that. When you get a Pro version, you need Pro storage. So that's why it's going to have a base. It's going to have 12 gigs of RAM, and it'll hit that sweet spot, either 256 and a 512, possibly higher. The 9 Pro XL, the big one, 16, I've seen reports and we've seen benchmarks, 16 gigs of RAM. I believe this one's going to start off at 256, no 128. It'll have 512 and it'll have 1 terabyte of storage. With obsidian, porcelain, hazel, and rose, basically the same colors as I just showed you. Obsidian black, porcelain white, rose, which I think is the pink, and then hazel I think is the green, right? So very exciting. Now I'm going to revisit again this Fold 2. I'm going to include that in here since it will be released, although it is weird, right? We haven't seen anything from the Fold, so I don't know. Kind of weird because we've seen all 3 models, whether it's press releases, not press releases, leaks. We've seen something from one of these 3 devices over the last month or two, pretty consistently. It seems like every week something is kind of leaked out. There's nothing with this Fold, so I don't know. I've heard it's definitely getting launched, but I haven't seen anything. Either it's kept under super secret, it's kept under wraps, very good, or I don't know. I'm gonna look into it a little more, right, and see what the hell's going on. Give me a second. All right, my bad. Now, I haven't been online here in the last, I've been working on the website and stuff, but let me see if anything else is leaked. Hang on. Now, we do have that official photo, but "5 days ago, Pixel Fold 2 release date, predictions, price, features, news." Maybe we can. All right. Well, I'll just have to dig into some of this. Pixel 9 Pro Fold. That's what it's called. Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Okay, I gotta remember that. Jesus. What do you know? Look at this. New photos. How did these get past me? These snuck by. Yeah, this is from a case manufacturer. Interesting. I'm not a fan of that. Y'all see this? I'm not a fan of that rounded outer display. Y'all see that? Let me save that real quick. Let me save that photo real quick so I can refer back to it. All right. is China. No wonder why I missed it. Okay. Yo, all these ads. Oh my god. God damn, man. This is insane. I am not running that many ads on my website. Oh, maybe I should. Shit. Okay, so, this is from Thenborn. I got a deal, or not a deal, but, I partner with them. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna have to get in contact with them. So the Pixel Fold 2. Let's see. This is saying from a case manufacturer is the leaked some specs, right? So I guess we can include this loosely. The device should feature large screens relative to its predecessor. It'll have now this is going to be completely different dimensions. The Fold 1 was short and fat, right? It was short, it was not tall, and it was wide when you opened it up, right? So this new one's totally redesigned. It'll have a cover screen measuring around 6.4 inches, which is perfect, which is really good size. It's not too big, it's not too small. The inner screen, when you fold it open, 7.9. That's going to be perfect for like a little tablet. So I think this is a really good designed foldable. It's going to have 16 gigs of LDDR5 RAM, 256 gigs of storage, UFS 4.0, which is good because the Pixel 8 series, 8 and 8 Pro, only had 3.1 UFS storage. I know most of you don't care, but I do. Let's see. It will include an under-display camera at the top right of the inner screen. The camera setup is housed in a bulky rectangular camera island that protrudes from the rear panel. It'll also have fingerprint sensor. Cool. So they're doing under-display sensor. Look at this right here at the top right. Wow. You know what? I think I'm going to have to get this. Holy shit. I'm liking this one. We'll have to see though. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, cool news. Okay, so why are they doing this? Why did they move it forward? Was it because they want to launch Android 15, their new operating system, along the stable version alongside the new Pixel devices? I believe so. I don't know why they went away from that in the first place, but that's part of the reason. But another reason, I think, look, Samsung moved forward their foldable launch date from an August. See, here's the thing too. The launch dates are kind of strategically, very strategically planned. The fold. Okay, so Samsung. So let me go to this before I tell you why I think it was moved. I need to set forth these parameters. Is back information. So Samsung's releasing their foldables, all right, on July 10th, right before the Olympics, because they're the Olympics' biggest sponsor. So you can see Samsung all over the Olympics. So they wanted to bump it forward and launch these foldables before the Olympics start, because they're a big sponsor of the Olympics, right? They're going to give all these Olympic athletes free foldables, Flip 6, Fold 6s. Now, Samsung originally has their yearly foldable event, Unpacked event, releasing their foldables late July, early August. All right. I think the last one was July 29th, something like that. So they're moving it forward almost a month. These phone companies don't want to have big releases and big events close to one another. All right. Look at boxing. I know it's a dying sport, but this is the same theory that they do with boxing events. when there's these boxing events, don't want to be close to each other. They don't want to be a weekend or 2 weekends next to each other. They want to be spread out, basically a month, is evenly spread out as possible. Because if you have 2 boxing events, one weekend after the next, generally the consumers that consume your product are only going to choose typically one out of the 2, right? Most people don't have a whole lot of money, the average person, to spend on phones, on a $100 pay-per-view event. So these companies want their products spread out. If a boxing date gets canceled for whatever reason, right? You'll see another one slide in and or maneuver. Same thing with these phones. These phones don't want to be released close to each other, relatively close, but not too close. So I believe Pixel moved up their launch date of this device because Samsung moved up their launch date of their foldables a whole month, basically. And it jumps ahead of the new iPhone release. So the people that were on the fence, because let's say they did not move their date, right? Let's say it was at the end of October, we all thought it was going to be at. iPhones traditionally get released in mid-September, right? I think last year was September 15th, something like that. I think it's important for Google to leapfrog iPhone and get a head start with the sales of their phone, of their devices. People that were on the fence, I think they'll try to get. Now look, don't get me wrong. Pixel's not trying to compete, at least not yet, with iPhone in sales, but it can steal some sales, right? It just can. People that are on the fence, remember, this year's going to be a very bland year for iPhone. It's going to look the same, roughly, although the 16 Ultra is going to be huge. And the Pro is going to have a little change, right? I mean, not design change. It'll be a little bit bigger, 6.4. The iPhone 16 Pro is going to be a 6.4 instead of 6.1. The 16 Pro Max is going to be ginormous, 6.9 inches. But other than that, they're going to look the same. So I think Google obviously knows this and might be able to steal, because the real big change for iPhone is not coming until next year, right? Not coming until next year and the year after that. So we're still a release or 2 away that Google can steal some consumers, some possible customers. It had to have played a little bit in all this. Definitely goes into making the change, right? Pixel Buds, I think we are getting new Pixel Buds too. Pixel Buds 3, I believe. Right. So you're right. Traditionally, it was the worst time. And they basically screwed themselves when they were with Snapdragon. Snapdragon announces their new CPU every December at the Qualcomm event, right? Every December. And they're actually pushing that forward a little bit because Xiaomi is the very first device that comes out with the new Snapdragon flagship CPU. That comes out literally, I think, the week of Christmas, or like at the last week of the year. Xiaomi, so the what are they on, the 14 Pro? Anyways, this year Xiaomi will release their new flagship with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4. So and that's one of the reasons that, not a big reason, but you're right. They were totally screwed with their release date in that Snapdragon CPU, because why would you release, let's just say, for example, Google was still using, sometimes I wish they were, Google still using the Snapdragon CPU. So let's say they were going to release this Pixel 9 series with the 8 Gen 3, with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And let's say they didn't move it forward. Let's say yesterday, when we still thought it was coming out in October. So why would you release a flagship device with a flagship CPU when roughly 6, 7, 8 weeks later, you get a brand new Snapdragon flagship CPU that's announced and device that comes out just shortly after? And then you have to go a whole 10 months of a Pixel with an old CPU. It just didn't make sense. Which, again, probably wasn't the main reason they switched. I know they want to do their own thing. And remember, I kind of remember because Snapdragon's looking really good right now. When Google made the announcement that they're going to do their own CPU, do y'all remember Snapdragon put out a press release, like trolling Google, like, okay, good luck at that type of thing, right? And they probably had some insider info, and they probably knew that we didn't know, but they probably, Snapdragon, Qualcomm probably knew, insider talking, that Google was going to use Samsung Exynos CPUs until they can get on their own feet. I know, I was thinking last week, I was like, damn, if this Pixel 10, so a year from now, that's when they're totally on their own, 100% their own CPU. I was like, damn, if that launch doesn't go good, I wonder if they're going to regret this. Because it's not too late. Like, you can go back to Snapdragon, but Snapdragon is Qualcomm. Man, they're making hit after hit after hit in the press, in the products they're releasing, the CPUs. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these new laptops. I cannot wait. I was looking at the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 earlier today, and my God, it looks like a beast. I don't know if Google's going to regret this. We're just going to have to wait and see how this plays out. And I don't want to necessarily overlook this new Pixel 9 series, because I think it's important, right? I think it's important because I think the Pixel 10 is essentially going to look the same. Excuse me. I think the Pixel 10 series is essentially going to look the same. And then the main thing new with it is our CPU. But I think this year is important. I don't want to overlook this year. I think this year is important because it's going to set their design language. I think they're going to sit on this, roughly this design, probably for 2 or 3 years. Now as long as they don't sit on it for 4 or 5 years like Apple sat on their design, I think this is a home run when it comes to design, minus a few tweaks here or there. I think this is a classic design. I love the way this Pixel looks. Where am I going? Absolutely love it. You get the squared off design, right? Just absolutely beautiful looking phone. So this year is important, not because of their CPU. You're gonna get mild improvements over the Tensor G3. In fact, I think with the leaked specs, the leaked benchmarks of this Tensor G4, I think my Nothing Phone 2 numbers still beat the Tensor G4. I think it may be close, but again, nothing to brag about, but let's wait before we write them off with this Tensor thing. You have to wait until you have to give them a chance to see what they can do, touting their own CPU, right? So that's why I'm still all in with Pixel. Still very good devices. I love them. I'm still going to buy mine. Phenomenal devices. Some of the best pictures you'll ever find on a smartphone. Cameras. So it'll be interesting. Are y'all thinking about Which device are y'all thinking about? If you could get one, which one would you get? The Fold 2, the Pro XL, the Pro, or the base model? I don't think they're going to sell many base models. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I've heard Google is slowly going to launch one day all their phones. So you know how they have their A series a different day. They used to have their Fold series a different day. So I think in the future, I think with the Pixel 10, I think their A series is going to be the base model. So this year you'll get a Pixel 9, which is the base model, right? But I think the following year is when they put all their phones launched on one day, including the A series. I think next year they'll do a Pixel 10a, a Pixel 10 Pro, Pixel 10 Pro XL, and then the Pixel 10 Pro XL Fold 3, whatever the hell they call it. I think next year is when they merge the entire lineup, and they're gonna launch their new CPU on all these new devices. Give me a second. My nose is running. Okay. Let me know what y'all are thinking, what y'all would get if it were up to you, or let me know what y'all are thinking as far as if you are planning on getting one of these devices. We will definitely talk about it more. There will be more news tomorrow and the day after, so please stay tuned. If you're hashtag Team Pixel, we are as well. Pixel super fans, so subscribe to the channel. We not only cover Pixel, but look at this. We cover all smartphone news, Android, some iPhone, PC, everything mobile tech, consumer electronics. We just focus on mobile technology, right? So we got looking at some other news real quick. CMF phone. So they teased their device today. So they said, Pixel, you're not the only one that's going to steal headlines today. They had a headline up their sleeve, right? You think the Fold 2 is going to be the home? Yeah, I do too. And this is honestly, be 1000% honest with you. This is the very first device, foldable. Now, not the flip, right? And I wish Pixel would release a flip. That would be so badass. I would get that in a heartbeat. But foldable, opening up like a book, right? Never been interested. No Samsung, no Xiaomi, no Oppo, nothing. Just no thank you. I just don't. No. OnePlus Open, I was like, it's interesting. But I didn't really believe OnePlus again until I got this 12, right? But this is the very, very first foldable fold type that I'm considering getting. I think this one's going to be a game changer. They learned their lesson. I'm so glad I did not pull the trigger on the OG Pixel Fold. For whatever reason, I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. They're going to run into hiccups. I didn't like the design. It was short. It was fat. I don't want a short, fat phone. I want a phone that looks like a real phone when it's closed, right, with the outer display. I want it to look like every other phone, and they just fold open into a bigger one. Now, I think this one might do it. The dimensions look perfect. 6.4 inch display on the outside. That's perfect size. Not too big, not too small. And it opens up to a 7.8 inch display. So the camera's going to be badass. Man. I think smaller Pixel 9 Pro, they're going to sell. That's going to be their number one seller, I believe. I believe that's going to be The 9 Pro, so the small Pro version, I believe they're going to sell that more than any other Pixel 9 product. I've seen so many people online are excited about that. We're getting one for sure. Pixel Pro. See, there you go. Yep. Wow. Hashtag Team Pixel. So right now, I'm not gonna get the base model. Let me just tell you that right off the bat. I'm getting a Pixel 9 Pro. That's for sure. I'm getting a Pixel 9 Pro XL. That's for sure. I might as well get the Fold too as well. I don't know. I'm going to see if they're going to send me something, but I might as well just order one because I can always return it. But trust me, we're going to get the full lineup here. I'm going to get all. I've already contacted the case companies today that I've been doing business with: Spigen, Rinky, Thinborn, a couple others, right? And Nilken as well. I said, yo, send me everything you got. So we'll definitely have. I'll go ahead and get it because I know I'm gonna like it. So I think we'll get the full lineup minus the base model. I don't think they'll sell many of those. I think the 9 Pro is gonna be the big seller. So yeah, we'll have to get different colors as well. I think they're selling those main 4 colors in all of the models, right? But check this out. Moto, yes, we do have Moto news, as you can tell up here. Let's do CMF real quick. So CMF, and then we'll get into the Moto. I do too, man. I sure hope they make. I may get a Moto phone this year as well. Anyways, we'll talk about it in a second. But CMF said, Pixel, you're not the only one that's going to steal headlines. So we did basically get confirmation that little screw on the back of the new CMF Phone 1 is essentially that. It's a screw because they're going to have a removable back. You're going to be able to change the back plates on this Phone 1, CMF Phone 1. And it also appears in the box. They're also going to ship this Phone 1 with a couple different colored backs. So you can change it at will, or whatever you feel like for the day. And I think they'll have some, where you can order some more colors on the website and stuff. But this is basically a little teaser that they put in. As you can tell. What the hell? Unscrews just like that. And check this out, Daniel. So the CMF Watch 2, so the one that you got in the giveaway, which is the squared design, the CMF Watch 2 is going to be a round design this year. We will be getting this as well. I've been in contact with CMF. They didn't say anything about their phone yet, I think, because they kind of want to keep it under wraps. But we will be getting Watch 2, Watch Pro 2, and the Buds Pro 2. Hopefully this year I won't lose them like I did the first Buds Pro. And look, that's launching on July 8th. So roughly about 10 days away, something like that, from the launch of this and the phone, I believe. Everything, the phone, CMF Phone 1, Buds 2 Pro, and the Watch Pro 2 are going to be released on July 8th. So that'll be, we will definitely keep everybody up to date on this. Now, Moto Razr. Moto's new Razr 2024 smartphones bring more features to the cover display. So if you remember the Z Flip 5, there's an application you can download, like a third-party application that activates. Damn, Samsung did they just invite me to the? How can I go to that? That's in France. Anyways, I saw I got an invite for Samsung Impact. I don't think I'm definitely not gonna be able to go to that. Okay. So this, anyways, back to Samsung. There's like a third-party app where you can activate basically the whole operating system from that outer display. Well, it looks like Motorola is going to do that, but basically implement it into the operating system where you don't have to download a third-party application to activate it. And another thing that's interesting. Okay, this just answered my question. Because I was going to say, I thought the whole display was AMOLED display. Why is it only using half of this? And then I look to the sides and it's using the whole display, right? So it's basically going to be an upgraded version. I believe. Now, they put a sub flagship CPU in their foldable from 2002. Let's see. I copied and pasted the specs. Let's go over them real quick. So the new Razr and Razr Plus, also called Razr 50 and Razr 50 Ultra in some markets, will let you access Google Photos from the cover display for the first time. And there's a new dedicated panel for Spotify audio playback or control from a Bose headphones or earbuds. There's also a new set of watch faces and customization options, right? So both smartphones feature a 6.9-inch 2640 by 1080p pixel foldable or flip, right? OLED built-in display. However, the Motorola Razr Plus display supports a refresh rate of up to 165 Hz, while the Razr, stock Razr 2024, is the 120 Hz. So the new Razr Plus, which is I'm sure the upgraded variant, so it's going to come with a larger 4-inch 1272 by 1080p pixel 165 Hz cover display. It's going to have the new it's going to have the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, the absolute latest flagship processor Qualcomm has released. It's going to have options of 8 gigs of RAM, 12 gigs of RAM, and then up to 256 gigs of storage. It's going to have UFS 4.0 storage and a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. It's going to support 45 watts wired charging, 15 watts wireless charging. The stock Razr, will be available for pre-order July 10th. That's the same day Samsung's having their Unpacked event for just $1,000. Okay, that was a Razr Plus. So the stock Razr, it's their little more inexpensive model, right? Their cheaper model. It's going to retail for $700. Comes with a smaller 3.6-inch 1056 by 1066 pixel cover display with a 120 Hz refresh rate. Now, this one's going to have a MediaTek Dimensity 7300X processor, 8 gigs of RAM. It's interesting, it's going to have LDDR4 RAM. I'm sure the Plus is going to have LDDR5. Okay, so I'm sorry for the interruption. So the stock Razr 3.6-inch outer display, $700, 120 Hz refresh rate. On the outside, MediaTek Dimensity 7300X processor, 8 gigs of LDDR4 RAM, 256 gigs of storage, a 4200 mAh battery, and 33 watt wired charging, as well as 15 watt wireless charging. Man, those look good. Interesting. So July 10th is the release date for these. Same day that Samsung's got their Unpacked event. Good Lock. Yes, Good Lock is where you can use the outer display. That's right. Thank you. Good old Good Lock. So yeah, we will it's interesting, they're still using the rounded. I do like that the outer display covers the entire outside, right? You know, Samsung's kind of cut off from the cameras. I do like this. So, interesting. So we have those to look forward to. And speaking of, look, Amazon Prime Day is not too far away. We got a word that it's going to be July 16th and 17th. So roughly here, just over, right, less than 3 weeks, 2 weeks away. But lucky you, if you're in the market for a new phone, I found some with pretty good discounts, right? And I listed them right here. So we got the Pixel 8 Pro. Big discounts on that. Everybody's trying to get rid of their stock of the Pixel 8 Pro series. That's down to $749. That's a pretty, and honestly, that's a good price for that type of phone, right? $1,000 for the Pixel 8 Pro, especially now when you look at the consumer electronics, especially phone as a whole. There's a lot of options in that $1,000 price range. $750 sounds about right for the Pixel 8 Pro. Z Flip 5 being discounted as well. The new Flip 6 is right around the corner. That's a good price. Razr Plus from last year's model, $650. All right, and then the stock Razr from last year down to $450, and the Moto Edge Plus $600. So those go to the Amazon deals if you are interested. And trust me, I'm gonna have a huge list of Amazon Prime Day deals. I'll have a special section on the website just for Amazon Prime Day deals that I find, tech deals that I find that I think are worthy. We'll add them here to the website. So, again, I don't think there's any Apple news that I input today. Oh, we do have some PC news, right? So, Minus Forum launched a new mini PC today, a powerhouse. Now, it is not as powerful as the Snapdragon X Elite Dev Kit, which is their mini PC that you can purchase, right? But it's very powerful nonetheless. So, Minus Forum just released its UM890 Pro. It's got the AMD Ryzen 9 8945HS. Very, very powerful. Not quite as powerful as the Snapdragon X Elite, but it's up there. Now, look at this price though. I think the Qualcomm X Elite Dev Kit, which is the technical name, but basically the X Elite Mini PC, starts at $899. Well, it is $899. This one starts at $479. So if you want almost as good as something that performs as good, this is going to be your next best bet. I've had my Minus Forum and freaking love it. I'll always promote their products. I'm a strong supporter in what they do. But look at these. You can get it's spec'd out. It's got USB Type-C, Thunderbolt ports. It's got 2.5 gig Ethernet ports. It's got Oculink port. I mean, this thing's spec'd out. You can put up to 96 gigs of RAM in it. I mean, if you want a badass mini PC, look no further, right? This is it. So I got the specs down here. Badass mini PC. Did I put the link down here? You know what? I didn't link it. Okay. I know what, I'll link it right after this. So if you want to go straight to the website and check for more details, I'll put the link there in just a second. Anything else? Let's see here. Deals. Oh yes, I knew there was something else. VPN. If you need a VPN, I got the best VPN deals right here. If you want VPN, I got good deals right here. If you're in the market, we got them. There's no affiliate links. These are just, I found good deals and I'm posting them on the site. You like the orange one? Are you talking about the Motorola or the Pixel? Did Moto have an orange one? Yeah, Moto did have an orange one. Yeah, I do like that orange. That's nice. And the CMF phone is orange. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but both look pretty cool. Hopefully Google has a good trading value this year. They weren't great last year. I know. It was not good last year, but I have some faith that they may return to their trading glory, because remember, Samsung had, what was it? Samsung had really good trading deals for the last 2-3 years. And then for this S24 line, I think that's what it was. Not so good. We'll just have to wait and see. I have no idea. Now for this S9 Ultra tablet, phenomenal trading deal. So I hope, right? So we have, I got 2 Pixel 8 Pros. I have a Pixel 8 and a Pixel 7 I can trade in. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll have to obviously see what their trading deals are going to be. Yeah, I hope they're back. You're right. Last year wasn't great. I hope they're back to where. But see, here's the problem. I think they're going to raise the prices a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. But as long as you can get, how much did I get off of my Pixel? What did they give me last year? Hang on. I think I can look it up. I don't want to waste time, but let me see if I can pull up this email from the trade-in value last year. Google Store. So when was it? Last October. Let's see here. Older than 6 months ago, yes. Here we go. God, I got a lot of emails. Let's see. Trying to find my trade-in value. I think they gave me, I want to say $450 for my Pixel 7 Pro. Oh, you know what? I sold, that's what it was. I sold one for $500 and I traded another in for $450. I think it was something like that. $450, $500. Now, let's look at the retail value real quick, because this is going to come into play. Should you sell your Pixel 8 series or should you trade it in? So let's find out what the value is real quick, and I'll get out of here. Damn. Starting around 515. Unlocked. You can go to Swappa to find out your value, right? So I got the blue, what do they call it? Bay filter storage. I got the 256 condition. Mine's mint condition, not new, mint. All right, so let's see what mine would be valued at if I could sell it. Average. Oh, there's none for sale. Okay. So let's go to good. None for sale. The hell? What? Damn. Do I have to put in the model? Really? No, there's none of mine for sale. Don't know why. So the 128s and the blue unlocked mint condition pixels are starting off at 566. So if I have the 256 gig model, I would ask $600 in mint condition. 512 going for about 700, so might sell. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. After looking at this right now, because if this one is exactly like mine, except it's a smaller storage size at 128, my mint condition blue Pixel 8 Pro with 256 gigs of storage, I'd probably ask, what do they ask? Roughly $50 per storage bump. So yeah, probably just 600 flat. Yeah, you're right. I could probably get more selling it than trading it in. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to put a section on my website to sell. Well, I'm not going to say that, but I was going to say I think I'm going to put a section on my website to sell stuff. I don't have a lot of phones, but stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure, but I'll look into that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm probably going to sell mine, honestly. Anyways, I will look into doing that. But yeah, I'm probably going to sell mine. Value looks, because I doubt Google's going to give you $600 or 512 for 700. Hell no. They're probably going to offer 450, right? 5 at the most for your 512 gigs. 500 at the most. Yeah, so it looks like it's the best idea to sell it. So, anyways, that looks like about it, guys. I don't know. Unless I'm missing something. Let's see. Any new? Let's see if anything else come out in the last hour or so. Oh shit. Yo, look at this. Wow, Samsung said, hold my beer, I got one for you. So Samsung, so now you can reserve your Flip 6 and Fold 6. God damn. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. Where's my share screen? So, that's why I check before I get off. So, Samsung wanted to get on the news today. See, they're very, very competitive with this news and the headline stuff. See, this is exactly why Samsung did this. Samsung said, oh, really? No. We got new phones coming out. So Google stole the headlines today that Samsung coming in with a very late win. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. Depends on what phone you want. So now you can reserve. We knew this was coming out soon, but we didn't know exactly when they were going to announce the reserve. So now you can reserve your next foldable from Samsung. So reserve your $50 instant credit from Samsung and save up to $1,500 when you pre-order a new. Woo! Wow. I don't remember it being that much. $1,500. Now that's probably going to be a mint condition. Speaking of trade-ins, Daniel, probably a mint condition Fold 5, right? Probably spec'd out, meaning the biggest storage variant you can buy. Probably give you $1,500. But remember, raising the prices $100. So you trade your Fold 5 in roughly for $1,500. However, you still got to pay out of pocket another $500 roughly. Now I'm gonna get a Flip. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up. But although this will be a great year for foldables. The Fold 6 versus the Pixel Fold 2. I know it does, what is it? Pixel 9 Pro XL Fold, whatever. This is going to be a good year for foldables. I do too. I do too. I may have to get the Fold. So honestly, I think this is the year. Got mine right here. And check it out. I already have a Plus, S24 Plus, and that's basically the same phone as this, just without an S Pen. And it's rounded. I mean, it's flat sides, but it's not as square as this. So I have essentially two of the same phones. I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I think I'm gonna get a. Well, shit. We'll figure it out. But that's a good matchup. Samsung Z Fold 6 versus the Pixel Fold 2. Because they're going to be right around the same dimensions. Now, the Fold 6 is going to be more squared, right? It's got the flat edges. But essentially, the dimensions are going to be pretty similar. And the Pixel is going to have, the Pixel Fold, it's going to have, flat sides as well. Wow. Well, there you go. Samsung stealing the headlines of the day. So I'm going to link this. If you're interested, I'm going to sign up right now. I'm going to get out of here, but I'm going to sign up for this right now. I'm going to put a link in the description for everybody too. And join me tomorrow. I guarantee you we'll get into more, we'll get into more game planning. We'll get into what would you rather have, Fold 6 or Pixel Fold 2, right? Because Samsung came in late in the day and just stole the headlines. So join me tomorrow. We will discuss all this and more, right? So I really appreciate it, guys. Don't forget, go to eSIMstudios.app. I put a new giveaway up there. So if you want a $25 Amazon gift card, go sign up for it on eSIMstudios.app. It's under the giveaway section. So, you know what? I was going to do a Rinky giveaway. Do y'all want a free Rinky case? Let me know and we can do it real quick. I got it. Not Rinky. I meant Nilkin. Y'all want a Nilkin? I have, if you have a Pixel 8 Pro, I have Nilkin cases for Pixel 8 Pro, S24 Plus, S24 Ultra, and S23 Ultra as well. So if y'all want to do a giveaway real quick, let me know and I got you. Y'all good? No giveaway today. You want to do it tomorrow? I can do it tomorrow. I got a bunch of cases here. I was gonna send some do a little Nilkin giveaway. Did I put Rinky in the? Oh, whatever. All right. Well, screw it. I'm gonna get out of here. Go ahead and sign up for your credit, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. I really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. And don't miss tomorrow's episode. Shall be fun. These smartphone wars are just heating up. I keep on telling you all this. They just begun. Join us tomorrow. We'll discuss more. Peace out. Let me get out of here.